Okay, so we've got our our barriers and we've got our sprites that are broadcasting messages and communicating with each other. So now it's time to move into clones, and clones are just an easy way to duplicate a sprite without having to have a bunch of copies of it down here. So let me show you what I did here. This little guy, I made him be able to shoot left and right, and I can shoot as many times as I want. Now, if I didn't do clones and I just had this one sprite right here, only one bullet would be out there at a time, and anytime I hit the spacebar, it'd have to come back to me, so it would look really strange. So clones are a way of helping us to get around that. So I just created my bullet sprite under costumes and I drew it. It's very important to notice that there's this little circle with a cross inside of it. That means that's the middle, and you want your sprite to always be in or right around the middle. Mine's a little higher because my gun is a little higher. Um, so what we're going to do is let me show you what this code looks like. Um, so I have when the flag is clicked, I want the bullet to hide because I don't want to show up at the beginning of the game. Only when I press spacebar do I want it to show up. And then forever, if I press this spacebar key, I'm going to create a clone of myself. And then I'm going to wait until I'm not pressing the spacebar key before I can do this again. Because if I don't, watch what happens. If I take this out, watch what happens. That's just not fair. So I have to put this little wait in here to make me have to press the spacebar each time that I want to shoot. If I go down to this code here, this is actually the code that makes the bullet, the clone of the bullet, come to me and then fly. So when I start as a clone, if the direction of Cowboy 1 equals 90, let me show you how to find that code because it's pretty hard. It's under sensing, and then it's this code right here, backdrop of stage. If you try to find direction here, it's not there. You have to change this to your sprite, and then it gives you the option of direction. So you have to change this one first before you change this one. So if that equals 90, which is to the right, then go to the cowboy, and then it's going to show up. So it's been hiding, it's going to show. Then it's going to repeat this until it touches the edge. Change X by 10. So it's going to move to the right until it touches the edge, and then it's going to delete the clone. And the reason we delete it instead of hiding is because you can only have so many clones out there at once before it maxes out. So if we just hide it, the clone will still be there, but we need to delete it so that we can have more. And then just under here is just the opposite direction. Same thing, negative 90 to the left, and then it's going to change X by negative 10 and then delete the clone. So it's going to move to the left. So that way we've got our clones of our bullets that can go to the left and that can go to the right. And anytime it hits the edge, it just deletes the clone. When we get to shooting our monster, we're going to add in if touching edge or touching the monster, but that'll be in the next video.